We are going to go straight into this one here. 12-lap F2 race brought to us by iPone Oils, and we have been treated to some absolute spectacular racing and some thrills and spills all through the weekend. Let's go. Lights racing. Once the lights go out, we're away. Daniel Jenkins on pole gets a pretty good jump. Ashton Hughes gets a great launch as well. Rogan Chandler's got himself in the mix, as well as Dylan Telford. They've been the trio to watch all weekend. Also, Avalon Biddle off the third row of the grid's going to be a big factor as we break hard into turn number one. It looks to be Rogan Chandler that's got the job done at the moment. There's a bit of argy-bargy there. Not sure who got caught up in that one there, but this is all on. 12-lap race here. Rogan Chandler leads Dylan Telford and Ashton Hughes. This has been the trio to watch all weekend, and then a good big move there. That might be one of the D6 Motorsport crew getting themselves in the mix as well. SJ Cavell, he's up and about 6th place behind Avalon Biddle, so Spider, we're in for a great little prospect here. A 12-lap F2 race on the cards.
Yeah, Formula 2 for the Suzuki International Series, and of course we've got New Zealand Superbike Championship points. We're just getting an update on the points as we speak, and just action aplenty all the way through. 12-lap journey for the iPony Oils class, and Rogan Chandler had a major problem in the last race where the bracket that holds his gear lever on just snapped off on the frame. So whatever they've done, they've managed to do it well, and they've been out testing. They let the management let them out to do a lap or two in with the post-classics early on to test whether that machine was back in action. So Formula 2 lap record round here is a 1:07.046. The normal New Zealand Superbike champions run treaded tyres or wets for their class, but they've had a dispensation this time round to run the slicks as well. They'll all be on slicks, of course, today. It was a different story yesterday, but great to see Dylan Telford. It looks like he's in second place, mate, and Rogan Chandler in the lead, Dylan Telford in second, and Ashton Hughes there in a third spot there. Ashton won the last race, his first national win in his career. Had a season off a couple of years ago, didn't have last year, of course, we know he had a season off the year before with an elbow injury, but certainly on fire. What amazes me is that's a Suzuki 600 out the front there, 4-cylinder 600. You've got the 675 MV Augusta and the 675 Triumph triple there. They are almost perfectly matched for speed back down the back straight. All these guys got a massive amount of experience, particularly here at Manfeild at circuit Chris Amon. So I think about the only strong point round here of one particular person is Ashton Hughes out of that hairpin. Seems to have something sorted out there, but as he does it, as he shows the other guys how to do it, they're quick learners and they find out. So pretty much the home track for all of these boys.
Well, just here in the background at the moment, I've been pleased to invite Nick Kane up to join us. Not that I really want to see Nick here. I far prefer to see Nick on the racetrack, but Nick, this is the second best thing, the best seat in the house. What an exciting class. Disappointing you're not out there, I bet you.
Yeah, definitely. It's very disappointing. Yeah, it's a good class. Just had a bit of a bad way in the first race yesterday, so but it's good to watch the racing now and hopefully come back at Robuna.
So you got out of hospital at 2 o'clock this morning?
Yeah, I did get out of hospital about 2 a.m. and went back to the motel, had a wee sleep, and then came to the track. So yeah, no, it's good.
Fine coverage, and you've got a smile on your face. The injuries, do you think you'll be back for Rapuna?
Yeah, that's the plan. The plan's to get back for Rapuna. I think it'll be alright. It's about 4 weeks away, so the bike's no damage really, just a few cosmetic things, but everything else here will be good to go.
Good one, Nick Payne. Right, I'm going to quickly double over here to Mitch Roos. He's looking for the second best seat in the house as well, because when he's out racing out there, he's got the best seat because there's nobody there to challenge you. You can't even fire up the old man to give you a bit of a challenge. But hey, Al's had a bit of bad luck, so hopefully he'll be back. Poor Scotty can't put it all together. Wouldn't it be great to see you really battling bar to bar out there, Mitch?
Oh, for sure. It's always that's all we want. We come here to race, and I guess for me it's great. It's fortunate to have some decent leads and good wins, but I know this next one's going to be a bit more of a battle. So hey, it's the first round of the series. Just got to take it race by race and yeah, just enjoy it really.
Right, preparation of course 2 weeks away till Boxing Day. Anything different for Boxing Day to any other year?
No, not really. Eat too much Christmas pud and then see what we do on Boxing Day.
Cool, thanks guys. Mitch and Nick here in the background as we go back to Brad and Spider on the front.
Yeah, well, she's well spread out at the front with Rogan Chandler leading there by probably 40 bike lengths ahead of Ashton Hughes on the Scott Structural Triumph 675. There was something going on with Dylan Telford's bike. He had a moment there coming out of the Toyota corner. It was almost like he lost a gear, but he seems to be off the pace. I'll maybe check out the lap time. So that's given one of the D6N, Double 6 Motorsport wet and forget machines a good... In fact, no, who we got in 4th place. It's Morgan, McLaren, Wood on number 99 machine. And then a big group of people. Dan Jenkins there leads that group of people there. Where we go, and we have to look out from the track. In fact, I didn't see Dan Jenkins. He was on the orange bike. He's lost about 4 places in that last lap. Indeed, on the Mega Motorcycles machine, had a big crash yesterday. Where is he sitting in points? I can tell you, as they come into this race, Ashton Hughes leads with 45 points. This is the New Zealand Superbike Championship and the Suzuki International Series. He's not doing the cemetery circuit. 36, Dylan Telford, Roden Chandler on 29, Avalon Biddle on 22, and Aaron Hassan in 5th place on 21. So where have we got? Dan Jenkins way back in 15th, qualified on pole, but had a big moment. Well, more of a moment, it was about a minute long where he came out of turn 3 and endoed the bike. He got up straight away and crawled away off the track, run away off the track, and they fixed that overnight. So at the moment, Rogan Chandler's team has got that bike humming down the back straight there, and Ashton Hughes can only sit back and just consolidate his points lead. Rogan Chandler is, where's Rogan Chandler in the points? He's 3rd at the moment, so early start of the season there. We missed last weekend at Taupo, so we're now back on track at Circuit Chris Hayden here at Manfeild. Brad Ritchie.
Oh, this is something special. F2 action. This is such a deep pool of talent here. Rogan Chandler and Ashton Hughes put on a bit of a clinic here at the moment. They've got a decent advantage. Back to Dylan Telford. It's about 4.5 seconds from 2nd back to 3rd. We've got Morgan McLaren Wood on the D6 Motorsport team. What a performance that this has been so far. And he's right in contention for a podium as well. So look out for him on the 99 under the mentorship of the legendary Brian Bernard. And we can't wait to see the sky's the limit for this young man in 600 Supersport racing. Then look to Jake Lewis ahead of Avalon Biddle there. Now, of course, newlyweds a couple of weeks ago, but the marriage will be on hold for 12 laps at a time here, I'd say. These guys will be going at it. So that's 5th and 6th place. Luca Durning's up into 7th with 8th, Aaron Hassan. Great to see Aaron Hassan in top 10 contention here with Dan Jenkins. Cormac Buchanan on his debut ride this weekend on 600 Supersport, ahead of SJ Cavell on the Team Reeves Honda, and go back to Tarbin Walker ahead of Carl Hooper, and Hamish Fox on the top spec engineering machine. He's 14th with Logan Rowell, rounding out our top 15 Spider. Action aplenty everywhere you look on this racetrack, and we've still got a massive 6 laps to go when they cross the line.
Yeah, they're still not quite at the magic ton. 159.833 kilometres an hour around here, 108.314. That is the quickest time for Rogan Chandler. And the lap record, Damon Rees has held that for about 6 years. 2016, that's a 107.046. That'll be the year that him and Shane Richardson were battling it out. Shane on the Kawasaki, and of course young Mr. Rees there on the Honda. So we're not quite at that pace, but in terms of wind here, we've actually now got a tailwind down the front straight, which helps down the centre straight and hinders them a little bit down the back straight. But I don't think really that's going to change too much. It's no problem. A headwind through the S's, that's not really important at all, but it's not a strong wind. We've got warm conditions here. The track is about 30 degrees. And that's about, you've got to take that temperature to work out your tyre pressures, because as you do your laps, the tyre pressure increases. So great to see iPony Oils, 100% motorcycle oil, sponsoring the Formula 2 class at the Suzuki International Series and the New Zealand Supersport 600 NZSBK class there. Brad Ritchie.
Oh yeah, this is something special. We're locked in this one. We've still got 5 laps to go, and it's awesome to have expert comments from the current New Zealand Superbike champion, and also an injured worse for wear, Nick Kane, but great to have him up here. So I've got some more comments here.
Yeah, indeed. Thanks, guys. And Nick, at the moment, if the race and you were out there, where would you be? Nick, have you envisioned where you'd be? I know where you'd want to be, but have you envisioned seriously where you would be?
Well, I mean, obviously want to be first, but I don't know. I think top 4 would be pretty good. Top 4, top 3 would be pretty epic. But on the pace they're doing, it's probably doable. But I don't know. The track doesn't have as much grip anymore, so I don't know. It's hard to say, really, yeah. But I'd say top 4. Let's say that.
You did your apprenticeship, Nick. You've done a lot of small bike classes, luckily thanks to good sponsors like Mega Motorcycles. Sandy, you've been able to hit a budget of doing this class. What's it like to be in 600s?
Yeah, it's an awesome class, it's really close, great bikes, and I mean, yeah, it's a world class as well. They race it everywhere in the world. It's the same spec, same level, so yeah, it's great.
Pretty awesome. All right, thank you, Nick. Indeed, back to Mitch in a moment. Hey, Mitch, your superbike's broken. There's an F2 bike sitting in the pits, and you'd go out and give it a race. Is this a class you'd like to have a go at?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, it was a tough one. I don't know if it'd be as fast as those boys out the front, but yeah, I've done.
You sort of skipped this, didn't you?
Yeah, I went straight to Superbike because I'm an idiot. So yeah, that was sort of the opportunity that I got. But yeah, I mean, hey, 600, like I've ridden it a few times, and try and help SJ with a bit of testing and development and just trying new things. So you know, sort of debriefing. I know what we're talking about with the bike and what it's feeling. And to be fair, it almost feels easier to race one of these things. It's just you take away a bit of weight and horsepower, but then it's so hard to find that last second or two where you need to be, you know, on that record pace. So real enjoyable bike. Yeah, if I had to do it, then I'm happy to jump out there.
Well done. Thank you to Nick and Mitch here at Pitside as we do another update. Back to you, boys.
Yeah, we've got a green light that comes up on the timing screen, and this means they've done their fastest lap in the race. Now, the 22 bikes on there, Jacob Pearce did it last lap, and Cormac Buchanan did it last lap. Everyone else has got a little bit slower. Up in front of 108.314 for Rogan Charney, just put it around in a 108.243, I think that was, as the screen changed. And a big shout out to all Ctas and all those people watching around the countryside. I know that Ashton Hughes' parents, Neville Hughes, will be sitting there with a bourbon in each hand down in one in his mouth, down in Greymouth there. It was a challenge at levels the other day to work out who done more laps, whether Ashton had done more laps on the Andy Crichton Ducati 748, the old man had more bourbons and that, but it was good to see his face there, and his partner Leslie. They'll be watching Greymouth. I know Sonia, Ashton's mother, will be watching in Kikawa just out of St Arnaud, and she'll have a bottle of wine sitting to celebrate Ashton's first New Zealand Superbike Championship win. He set a lap record last weekend or 2 weekends ago down at the Total Span Southern Classic on the 748 Ducati. So it's good to have those people zooming in, and of course all this footage is available later on and very valuable to pass on to your sponsors. It's broadcast live now, but it's available on YouTube. In a couple of days' time, there'll be a notice come through from Ctas as they manage to upload all the footage. Got a great field out there. Got a couple of Australians out there, Stephen Byrne and Stephen Blount, on the letter S and the letter B. They're in 19th and 21st position. They're sort of enjoying the trip to going to Nelson for about 10 days. Not on the pace here at the moment. Same to see Tom Bramich from coming from Aussie to run the Helicraft machine. And that bike expired on the Friday. They pulled another bike out of the woodwork. Chris Osborne had a spare R6 and then they elected not to ride it. So Tom Bramich, we hope to see you back down in Invercargill in a few weeks' time. And Helicraft, mate, you guys rock. Got Radar Cullen, Dave Cullen in here as a mechanic. A short, stocky guy who has been to the GPs with the likes of Graham Crosby, and just there's nothing he doesn't know. I watched him go over that R6 one, and Aussie's pretty good at his bike, but they just sat Tom Bramich on it, and the way they just went over clinically and adjusted such fine things there, and that's Dave Cullen Radar. It's had decades and decades of Phil Purdy's on the crew, Peter Donaldson, and of course the team owner I think is Rod Price, and I guess his wife's got a fair bit to do with all that, and the Helicraft technician team. All right, it's a white flag.
Yeah, white flag out, 1 lap to go, and this has been an absolute clinic from Rogan Charner. Let's ride on board with our, well, he was the man to beat at the start of the weekend. Unfortunately had some bike troubles and not the points finish he wanted in race number 2, but a race win on the Super Saturday in challenging conditions, and now an absolutely flawless ride so far. He's half a lap away from this one here. Ashton Hughes on the 92, the Scotch Structural Triumph. He's been fantastic all weekend, and if he can hang on to that second place, he will lead the points heading into round number 3, which will be the second round of racing. Ruapuna on the 7th and 8th of January. We can't wait to be down there. We've got a great ride from Dylan Telford. He's gotten stronger and stronger all weekend. He still has credited with the fastest lap of the race, a 1:08.2. Morgan McLaren Wood, performance of the weekend for him, sitting in the top 4, but getting hunted down by Aaron Hassan, so that's about to get spicy with 1 lap to go. That's your battle for 4th and 5th place, but right now we're going to celebrate this in style. Into turn 7, the sweeping right-hander. This is going to feel mighty good. After a bit of bad luck in race number 2 of the weekend, he's going to come out and make a real statement. This is the number 15 in the champion of race 3. Rogan Charler's going to win that one. Let's look to the 92. He's going to come away with the points lead in the weekend. Ashton Hughes with a great weekend, and Dylan Telford. He started the weekend without having a Supersport 600 podium. He's now had 3 in a row. He'll be loving that on the TR20 MV Augusta. Morgan McLaren Wood comes home in 4th place. That's going to be fantastic for the D6 Motorsport team, and a young man on the rise in New Zealand road racing. Aaron Hassan, we've talked about it all weekend. Great to have him back in top 5 in Supersport 600. That's fantastic. With Cormac Buchanan and Jake Lewis, the 2 Yamaha development teammates. Cormac on his debut ride, and Jake, a former New Zealand 600 Supersport champion. That's great, 6th and 7th. Avalon Bill comes home in 8th place. She'll be happy to come away with that championship points haul. Luca Durning comes home in 9th ahead of SJ Cavell, rounding out our top 10. We then look to Daniel Jenkins and Tarbin Walker with Carl Hooper there in 13th. Hamish Fox comes home in 14th, having a good time on his motorcycle. Well done to him. Logan Rowell comes there in 15th to wrap up Supersport 600 and Formula 2 brought to us by iPone Oils, and that is shaping up like an absolute doozy of a championship this year. Rogan Chandler, a bit of a mixed weekend for him, but knows he's got the pace leaving the weekend. He'll come alive on the streets of Wanganui. He's won the Suzuki International Series Formula 2 title last time around, so he'll be loving that and be a big factor on the streets of Wanganui. Let's go down to Neil, who will have an elated Formula 2 podium. Brought to us by iPone Oils. It is in 3rd place, Dylan Telford on the TR20MV, Ashton Hughes on the Scott Structural Triumph, and our winner for race 3, and a very elated Rogan Chandler.
Yes, indeed, as we take Rogan, he's the first one to line up naturally, of course, as they come in that second row. Our third with Dylan to slot in there, and then looking straight in here as well with and looking at that one. So wow, there we go. Ashton can go straight in. Interesting scenario there, of course, as we go the Suzuki in the conventional 4 down here with the Triumph, of course, and the 3-cylinder. And looking out for the NV that we've got here as well. So pretty cool scenario as well. And we've got Dave and the others that are quickly there to get on the scene as well. So yeah, thank you, Joe. Oh, isn't she special? All right. Well, we've had the privilege of seeing a few other MVs on the track, but you more consistently, Dylan, have been able to make it this time. Tell us about the bike.
Oh, the bike's great, but I think I need a new pair of undies after that one. Jesus. She spat me up out the seat, and I was looking at the front tyre at turn 1, so that was yeah, a bit different. So thought I'd just try and bring it home and manage the pace. And yeah, no, the bike's going great, so I'm pretty happy with it and happy to have the bike in one piece, because I think I was coming back in the trailer there.
Right, indeed. Obviously, that's the situation today. So this is probably one of the warmest Manfields you've seen in a while.
Yeah, I'm usually used to coming here when it's about 10 degrees. So yeah, no, it's a bit different today.
Hey, work behind the scenes. Who's the crew and what's going on with the bike?
So yeah, I mean, me, myself, and Joe, we build the bike. Me, myself, and Joe, you know, all three of us. You know, we prep the bikes and prep the whole race team. All the development we've done on R&D ourselves. You know, you can't buy race cams for these things. We have to dial everything in with essentially what's standard. So trying to get these things competitive with next to no racing parts is pretty hard work. So it's a lot of R&D involved. And you know, I got to help. Thanks Dentures Plus and Mum and Dad and Joe and the Rider Racing team and Pirelli, AGV, all the, you know, everyone that helps involve the team. You know, Robert Taylor as well today for all his efforts. So it's the first time we've been on a podium for 3 races in a row. So I love it. It's awesome.
Well done, Dylan. Hey, where's the supporters there? Give him a round of applause. That is sensational. He loves it as well, and we do as well. So there's the Italian bike. Now we've got the British bike as well. So Ashton here on the Triumph, proving it was no fluke last time. You've done it again, but mate, you're puffing.
Yeah, that was a bit of a hard one, Neil. I didn't get quite a good start that time, and Rogan sort of beat me to the first corner, but and then sort of Dylan comes straight around the outside, and they sort of got a bit of a gap, and sort of they, you know, lost him a little bit. Dylan had a huge moment out of 1, and then I obviously managed to get past him. I was sort of keeping pace with Rogan, but yeah, he sort of cleared off at the end there. Didn't have anything for him.
All right, indeed. What have been the learnings out of this and going towards Wanganui? You're confident you can beat a road like that?
Well, I'm not actually going to Wanganui, but...
oh, okay, so we'll just go to Ruapuna then?
I don't know, well, given the results of this weekend, we might have to see what we can do, but yeah, I don't know, we'll see what happens.
See what happens, right? Bit of water to go on the bridge then, so there you go. So well done, of course, out there to Ashton Hughes as we talk here now. Now, I've been waiting for this moment for so long as we missed it here yesterday, but this is Rogan Chandler at your best, mate. This is your home track. After all, this is where you've done your time with the Vic Club. How special to be winning?
Yeah, I think, you know, the new team and riding with Ray on the new bike and just trying to get used to everything. It's real nice to have around at our home track this year, and, you know, where we're comfortable. And it was a shame with race 2, and big thanks to the D6M boys, my old team. They let me some parts and going back on track, and Ray and that just worked hard out to get it going again. And now I'm just ready to, you know, pay him back with a win.
was it any consolation the fact that it wasn't your fault when other times there's been a few incidences that may have been a little part, but that was part instead?
Yeah, I think we just got unlucky, just a crack we never saw, and it just gave way at the worst time. So, yeah, I made some mistakes myself, but, it is what it is. And we just got to crack on,
Right, I'll tell you what, in 2 years, mate, you've seen things go up and down. You've seen a couple of different teams, and you've now got a new group. You've got to be cohesive and come together in a very short time. You've got to be pleased with the outcome.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm doing a lot more sort of myself, and my family's involved. So it's a mission to get here, and the fact that we're already up, I'm wrapped.
So thank you to Rogan. Rogan Chandler coming away with a very good first place. So there is on the Top Cat roof, topcat.co.nz, Suzuki TSS Motorcycles, Kiwi Bike Insurance, along with DID and JT driving it and powering it. The Suzuki coming home with the goods. So there you got the fours, the two triples in there. I love it. We've got the Italian, we've got the British, we've got the Japanese all lining up for